Hi, so today we're talking about avoiding soccer injuries in middle age. Now I play for an over 45s soccer team, and let me tell you, there's a lot of experience on that pitch, but we also get a lot of injuries and sometimes turn up with 3 or 4 players missing due to injury. Now some of that is avoidable, some of it isn't, of course, but there's certain things you can do to minimize the amount of injuries, and of course if you do get injured, you'll bounce back quicker the more prepared you are. So let's look at 4 factors which can help prevent sports injuries in middle age. Okay, so number 1, fitness. It sounds obvious, but basically we're talking about cardio here. And you know, some people will sit at a desk all week, turn up, play soccer on the weekend and be surprised when they're out of puff after 7 minutes. So do a bit on your cardio, and the trick here is do something that's achievable. All right, this isn't about running marathons, but 2-3 times a week, half an hour. There's a range of stuff you can do: running, cycling, swimming, rowing, whatever, anything that gets the heart rate up. If you haven't done much for a while, start small. It's a 20-minute jog, build up from there, but just make sure you fit it into your routine, something regularly that you enjoy and that you're actually going to do. Okay, so the second thing is strength, and I'm not talking necessarily about pumping iron here. This is developing the muscles that you're actually going to be using in the sport. Now in soccer, a lot of that is lower body, particularly those stabilizer muscles. Soccer is a very stop-start game. You're changing direction side to side. So working on those muscles, which will help you with balance and stability and keep you on your feet in a tackle. Very important. So things like burpees, squats, things where you're squatting on one leg and you're off balance and developing all those muscles which will support the actual game. Core is very important, and then upper body is actually important in soccer as well. So you need to do some work on that area as well. Again, we're not talking massive weights, but all the kind of press ups and anything like that is helpful. You can literally do all of this stuff in the back garden if you want, but keep it mixed. Go to the gym, do those classes, HIIT classes, F45, that's all great because it's a whole variety of exercises, some of which you wouldn't have thought of yourself. Again, but it's about doing something achievable, fit it into your routine 2-3 times a week. But think of it as an all-round development rather than just the kind of linear cardio, all the other very, very important muscles which are going to be involved. So that's your strength component. Number 3, flexibility. And this is probably the most obvious one and the most neglected area. Obviously, warming up before and after a game is important. Even just that 5-10 minutes of jogging around the pitch, but then doing some stretching before a game will make a difference. At the end, you want to crack open the beers in the esky, fine. But when you get home, find some time, do a bit of stretching, you know, the hamstrings, the quads. Most of us know what the stretches are, we're just not doing them, you know, and we're all guilty of neglecting it and other things get in the way. But literally 5 or 10 minutes before and after will make a huge difference. Also through the week, you need to be doing stuff. Again, you can't just do it on the day. You need to think about it through the week. You know, whether you're going to go and do some yoga or Pilates, or whether it's just 5-10 minutes, again, stretching at home, you know. And this stuff will make a difference in your general life as well, particularly if you're working at a desk and we all tighten up, we all start to hunch forward due to working at computers. So we need to counteract that. So I find that playing sport is a good catalyst to make you concentrate and focus on this stuff and want to improve it. It's got to be achievable, but again, fit it into your routine, flexibility, stretching, get out the foam roller, put a bit of work into it, and you'll get huge results. Okay, and the last area we're going to look at is technique or game day, what you can actually do on the day to make a difference to avoid injury. And look, the overriding point here is just to know when to take it easy, you know, which of those 50-50 situations you can back off a little bit, or do you really need to make the big slide tackle? So just, it's not about being any less competitive or, you know, you're still out there to try and win and give it 100%, but just know when you can back off a little bit and just avoid the most obvious situations which will lead to an injury. And the second factor is equipment. So there's not a lot of equipment for a soccer player, but your boots are important, and particularly the studs on the boots do make a difference around injuries. So make sure you've got the right studs for the conditions you're playing in. Here in Australia, we have quite hard pitches, and more artificial grass pitches, so you want shorter studs and round studs, not necessarily blades, which don't twist as well on those harder pitches and can lead to ankle injuries. So just make sure you've got the right boots for the conditions you're playing in. And also, be prepared. So make sure you're hydrated, you've had a good night's sleep, don't drink too much the night before, all that kind of stuff. Those kinds of things can make you tireder on the day, you're a bit sloppier, you're more prone to injury. So, be prepared, you'll play better, you'll enjoy it better, and you're much more likely to turn up the following week uninjured as well. So hopefully some of these tips helped. Try and fit them into your life, and they will help across the board. So get out there, have fun, enjoy your season.